Tonight, a Target 12 investigators exclusive. The city of Providence owns roughly a dozen vacant buildings, from schools to old city garages. And even though they sit empty, we're learning taxpayers still have to shell out hundreds of thousands in utility costs. Target 12 investigator Tim White has the exclusive details from the Providence Mobile Newsroom.
The phrase, "we'll keep the lights on for you," is costing Providence taxpayers a lot. We've learned in the last 2 years, the city spent more than $600 grand to keep the utilities on at vacant buildings it owns or is responsible for. According to records from City Hall, Providence has had to pay $613,000 in utility costs for 13 vacant or partially empty buildings over the last 2 years. The most costly building to maintain, the Windmill Street Elementary School. Last year, the city spent $14,000 in electric bills and $83,000 on oil for heat. This defunct former city garage racked up $3 grand in electric bills over the last 2 years. Another closed school the city pays to maintain, the Oliver Hazard Perry Middle School, student-free since 2010. In all, the city paid about $163,000 in utilities over the past 2 years. But that's about to change. They're leasing the building to a charter school, and the new tenants are going to pay for a portion of the utilities that they use.
When a building is in transition or is vacant, you still have to keep the utilities on. You wind up spending more money if you don't. If you turn off the water, you could run the risk of having a fire and there's no sprinklers. City Councilman Nicholas Narducci has suggested the city should consider using the empty buildings rather than leasing space from private vendors. David Ortiz, spokesman for Mayor Angel Tavera, says they've explored that option in the past. These buildings that require a significant investment to get them to a place where you can move office workers in, it was not cost effective for us. Ortiz says even if they're able to sell or lease a building for as little as $1, the city's better off because, of course, they're not paying for utilities anymore, and a neighborhood is better off when a building is in use. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
The Target 12 investigators are always looking to uncover news. If you want to help expose corruption or drop a dime on government waste, call our tip line 228-1763. You can email us at target12@wpri.com.